Hello everybody, welcome back. We are out and about in the van today. We're gonna kind of do a bit of a trip that's a multi-stop trip. How's that? We're gonna go back up to camp. It's up on our one of our old family farms. It's been in the family for a long time. I have the lawnmower, the chainsaw, and a bunch of them kind of tools along. We haven't been up there a month and a half, maybe. I don't know how overgrown. I don't know how overgrown it's going to be when we get there. Hopefully none of the roads are washed out. There were some bad storms that moved through the area one day last week. So that's going to be part of this trip, but we're not going to make it up there in this video, probably the next video. This video, we're just going to go out the road, try a new campsite at our favorite campground we usually go to. But we're going to try to pick a little different site. I think I might like better. Gonna meet up with our good friend Russ again, like we like to do. He's back in this part of the country this time of year, just like I am. So we'll probably all go up to up together. And when I say we all, I include Bella. Right, Bella? We're gonna see Russ and go back up to camp. Okay? And I hope to finally solve a problem that I have at both locations. That is just terrible cell service. They're just far enough away from any towers that I get a really weak signal. It's sometimes none at all. So internet's come and go. And like I say, when you do have it, it's pretty poor. So I'm gonna try to solve that issue with a device I don't know. Gonna keep my fingers crossed on that one. We're gonna get that out and get it hooked up and give it a try. Hopefully that solves things for, like I say, this is our favorite, probably our most common and favorite two sites that we go to, and it stinks to not have good, at least decent internet, right, and cell service. So we're gonna see what happens there. We're going to take the alternate route. We usually stay to the left. Let's take a little shortcut. Let's take the little windy, hilly shortcut up through the woods. The weather is absolutely beautiful. That heat wave is finally gone. It's maybe 80 degrees today, and plenty of shade. Humidity is low. It's like it's back to normal. So yeah, it's been a hot year, but it's beautiful, and the next stretch of days is the same thing. Beautiful, nice temperature, low humidity. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good for a while. Maybe we can actually go up to camp and be able to work. It's been too hot. It's just been too hot. So that's kind of why we haven't been up in a while. I got plenty of work to do up there, but it's just been too hot to work. So now maybe we can resume. All right, here we go. There are some camps around here. There are some private properties here. There we go, one right across from us. And there we are. Bella, you settle down, girl. She's getting excited. She kind of knows where we're at. She's gonna start whining. Like, I know where we are. Okay, girl, we are here. All right, this is a site that I wanted to try out, and it would work good, and it might work good. I could probably just back up just a little bit more and be a little bit more level and just handier to that stuff. The picnic table and fire ring. But we usually come up in this one of these spots up here. These are all, fairly level spots. But I noticed, and actually this one here is like one of my favorite spots in the past anyway, quite level. Back here to the picnic table, fire ring, and look, there's even a pile of firewood laying over here already. So I don't know. I could. It was reserved. They left today, so they left their wood behind. So I could either carry it all down to where I'm at, 2 sites away. Or maybe we'll just come up here to our normally favorite spot anyway, you know, save all the carrying. Don't know. Bella, what do you think? What do you think? So yeah, there's all the tools. The old mower and chainsaw and generator, gasoline, yeah, the mixed gas for the chainsaw, and the leaf blower. So yeah, we got some tools along this time. Now, what kind of timing is that? There's Russ. We've been here 10 minutes and Russ pulls up. Now, we communicated yesterday about our plans. We just said where we were going. We never mentioned what time we were going to meet out here. Here's our buddy Russ. That nice shiny new RV. Look at that. All right, let's get straight to this internet thing, because I want to get it solved. This thing's either going to work or it's not. I've never had one before. I'm not familiar with the components and setting it all up, if it's just kind of plug and play, or if I got to go and configure things, how fussy it is. I don't know anything about this. Gonna try for the first time. Hopefully it works. We have this device here. It's a Travel 3.0 RV cell phone booster. Okay. Yeah, that's supposed to be it right there. So I guess there's 4 components. Okay. There's a number 1 outside antenna. The outside antenna receives cellular signal from a nearby cell tower and sends it to the booster. Okay, that must be the booster down there. That's number 2. The booster amplifies and sends the signal to the inside antenna, which is 3. So, okay, so it takes it from the outside antenna, it boosts it and broadcasts it inside to your indoor antenna. Okay, and that's it. And then there's a number 4, I guess, is the power supply to the booster. So it seems simple enough, right? Plug it in, give it some power. It'll take the signal from here and make it better and broadcast it inside. So let's see what happens, I guess. All right, comes with a user's manual. Good. I hope I don't have to use it too much. It'd be nice just to be able to plug it in and it's like magic. I think an app might have to be I'm gonna have to download an app on my phone to set it up. I haven't got that far yet. So in here, what do we have? I think probably the booster itself. I got some antenna looking things in here. What's this? Don't know the base to one of the antennas. Let me see here. What else? Let's get the booster out of here. Yeah, it's you know, it weighs a pound or so. It's not too bad. Okay, power in. That goes out to the inside antenna. That goes from the outside antenna. All right. I don't know why there's a USB thing there. Don't know yet about that. What else we got here? Oh, great. All right. Oh, look at this. That must be the. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no, it has that kind of plug. I only have 2, and they're both being used. I might have to unplug the freezer and use the 110 adapter to free one of those one of those up. So anyway, oh, and there's one of that. Maybe there's an adapter that you can do either or. I don't know. We got cables and cords in here. Some zip ties. Oh, a nice long cable. Some mounting brackets. Okay. And what's this? Big spring, like for a big whip antenna. Wow. All right, let me get some of this sorted out. And okay, I got this far. I got the wire fed through that, and it's supposed to, I mean, it comes with that hardware, that mount. I think I've seen like on RVs, some people mount them to their, put that bracket like on their ladder and up. The thing is, I don't know if I want to mount it like that. I might use different hardware, maybe utilize my my rack up there. I think, you know, mounting methods can be optional. All right, this is the critical part here. That's got to go, that other long piece of wire's got to go up to the booster. And I don't know how keen I am on the idea of, you know, kind of semi-permanently mounting out in the van anyway, because it's not going to be that many more weeks before the weather starts changing, and we're going to be taking the Coachman traveling for the winter season, not the van anyway. So whatever I do to this, it's got to be transferred over to the Coachman. Then I figured something out that I could put like a big magnet on this thing. That's probably what I'm going to aim for. And if we get somewhere, yeah, I don't know about having that thing up there while I'm driving anyway. So maybe a magnetic base. Matter of fact, I might have an old CB antenna that I can dismantle and take the base off of it. Maybe make an adapter. And if we get somewhere, I can just maybe poing, just magnet it to the magnet onto the roof. When then when we leave, I can just take it off and slide it in the back of the van. So I don't think I'm going to use that hardware right now, if at all. For the time being, if I can get this thing hooked up and at least temporarily out here somewhere, let me just get a little further into this and see what we can do. I do have it run through there, up along that top piece of paneling, down the side here. I think I'm going to put it, yeah, make some zip ties, get that neatened up a little bit. I'm going to put this, put the booster right in here on the shelf, because there's a power supply right here to plug it in. And then I just need to hook up the indoor antenna that will go from it, and I might run it back up and put it up on this top shelf or something. But oops, we're about there already, I think. I hope that's a good sign. I plugged it in. Once I put the indoor antenna, let me see, it's up here. I just put it right there. I can put it, you know, anywhere. So I plugged in the power, and two of the lights went blue really quick. The one was red for just a couple of seconds, and then it went blue. So hopefully that means, you know, it's getting a signal and sending a signal, and maybe my internet will be better now. All right, I did decide to go ahead and mount it. All right, it's not that big a deal. The hardware that came with it worked on my angle iron, my frame for my solar. So it actually went, you know, a little bit up higher than what it would have on a ladder. So it's up there now. It's up there. Yeah, it's up there. I measured it. Okay, so from the ground up to the angle iron was, I forget now, 7 feet, and then that was another 3'8", so I'm at 10'8". That's how high. That's as tall as, that's actually a little bit taller than the Coachman. That's like how tall Russ's RV is with the air conditioner. So now I got to drive this around as if I'm in the Coachman, you know, paying attention to underpasses and bridges and stuff. One feature I wish they did have was a quick disconnect. You know, like I say, I would like to put a magnet on it and stick it and be able to, and on the cable too. And I better ran that too in here. So this door, like, rarely do I bother opening this door. So there's a nice soft spot in that door gasket there. So it runs in there, and I wish there was a quick disconnect on the cable and on the mounting thing, so I could take that and put it inside when I'm traveling. Or, you know, there's places where I'm going to have good cell service that I don't even need it up there. So, but there it is. Did it make a difference? All right, so let me open this up. Those apps, well, one of them is for the managing that device, and it's called Signal Supervisor. And what I found out was, if I go to my device, okay, tips, yeah, stay within 20-30 feet. It has, oh, actually right now, because I don't need it, I have it powered off. I should go plug it in. It says disconnected. We'll come back to that. Let me show you this other app, this Open Signal. Is this the one? I think it's this one. Yeah, so this app shows me what direction the tower is in. Right? It's okay, you can't see that, can you? All right. So if you want to, oh, that's better. It needed a minute to sync because I know it's over that way. So, so it's a useful app if you're like, you know, you're somewhere. Where can we go to get some cell service? Well, follow the arrow. You know, walk or drive that direction because that's going to take you closer closer to the tower. All right, so works like a compass kind of. Only it targets a cell tower, not north. Now cell tower, this other one, if you hit there, you go to cell towers, it shows you where all the where the cell towers are in the area. Okay, there's some up here to our north. And the funny thing about this area is, and with T-Mobile, and I have a little shot of it, we were looking here at our area, and I'll zoom in, we're right near this one. Well, that one kind of comes and goes. And the funny thing is that shows to our south. Well, that one, the other one was shown to the north, which is this one up here. So why are we connected? Why is this one not showing up, yet it shows that we're connected to that one? I think T-Mobile has a little hiccup in their system, and sometimes this one disappears altogether. It's not even there. Like I said, I had the screenshot of, it showed that one up there, and it showed this one way to the south. This one was non-existent, and it pops up once in a while, and then it goes away, and then it pops up and it goes away. So I don't know if there's something going on with the system. Then when it disappears, then I connect to this one. When it comes back, it connects. It's all that back and forth connecting every time this goes in and out. That's part of the issue I'm having, I think. And not to mention, all these towers up here are up around little towns and stuff. And the one to the south, the furthest to the south, is, well, takes care of the southern part of the town. But then all this area, all these people out in the country. So I'm going to kind of ignore that one down there, because, like I say, it comes and goes. So when I'm connected to this one, you have a lot of people connecting to that, to where it's probably, that tower just seems congested. And one thing this device won't do is, it doesn't, the thing about the app is it doesn't have the feature to boot, to give other people using the tower to boot them off. That'd be nice, huh? So I think it's a busy, congested tower. So I think that's what affects the internet speed. But as far as signal strength, when that goes, so later on, when that kicks out, when that 3 bars of 4G kicks out, I plug that thing in and see if it gives me at least signal strength back. So, it's two different things. Whether I have signal, it's great to have the signal strength, to better connect to that tower, or whichever tower. But it's a whole nother thing if that tower's just got a lot of traffic. It's a busy, congested tower. So, two different issues there. Wouldn't that be nice if the app had a select the tower? How many people do you want to boot off of there? Let me select 20 people, kick, boot, they're gone. That frees up some bandwidth, right? So that's just the way it goes. All right, I went in and plugged it in, and see up here at the top, the 4G went up to 4 bars. Anyway, it was 5 a moment ago. Now it's back down to 4. So I mean, that's an improvement over the bouncing between 1 to 3 that it was. It's like at a steady 4 now. So it must be doing something. But I want to go back to this other app. Okay, so this is the main app for the device. This super, what to say? I don't know. There's my device, the HiBoost. And what the HiBoost is seeing out there is 4 cell towers. Now, this one, the status says good. This second one kind of bounces back and forth between good and acceptable. And these bottom 2 are poor. Yeah, and poor. So these are both showing good at the moment. Like I say, that one keeps bouncing back between good and acceptable. And it says poor, acceptable, good, and super. Yeah, there it went to acceptable. So I don't know how useful that is. I guess if you're in an area and you're just wondering, geez, is there any towers around, and what's the status? How good is your device connected to any of them? So I guess I would think at least if there's one that has an acceptable, right, it should be okay. See, there it is, back and jumping back and forth. I don't know. So for what it's worth, there's that information. Oops, let me go back to let's go back to yeah, that was the Signal Supervisor app. And they recommend also using this third-party app, the Open Signal app. And that's the one that goes back to showing what direction. So I think between the two, if you said, okay, there is a tower, and this other app tells you what direction it's in, you could move closer and get to a tower. Let's go to cell towers again. So that one shows to be back again. That's not far from us. That's just over on the other side of the creek, or the Crooked Creek Lake. And like I say, that's the one that kind of phases in and out at times. And then I think it switches, and my devices all want to say, oh, that one's gone. Where's the next closest one? And it connects up to this one way up in Ford City. And then when that one comes back online, I don't know what, it's just weird that comes and goes. Could be a faulty tower, right? I might be having a problem. So anyway, that's where we're at. And like I said, I'm going to study 4 bars of 4G. So I guess it's doing its thing, huh? So I guess the real test will be the test of time, right? I'm going to keep an eye on it, monitor. I'm just going to leave it on the rest of the day and see, you know, if that just stays a steady 4 bars all afternoon, and then this evening when I'm trying to maybe stream a movie or something, that'll be the test too, because that'll also include periods when I think when people get off work and they're getting on their phones and they're whatever, catching up on social media and stuff. You know, the towers probably get busier, and I don't know why it fades. Still, I don't know what that has to do. That's a separate issue again than whether I'm just getting a solid signal strength, right? So I don't have to worry about bandwidth or how fast it is. I just need to know that it's just going to stay that steady 4 bars, whether it's raining or wind's blowing, or right. It's still steady 4 bars of 4G. I guess as long as that stays steady, it's doing its thing. So I'll still be watching that throughout the rest of the day and this evening. Well, it's getting to be evening. I'm going to check on my phone again, see. We had dinner, had some smoked sausage sandwiches. A little fire here started. Nice evening for it. And I've been checking my phone off and on throughout the afternoon and evening, and there's still been a good steady 4 bars like all day. So that's better than the, you know, bouncing around sometimes none, sometimes 1 to 3 bars at best, and then back down to nothing. So that booster seems to be doing its job. At least we got a fairly strong, steady signal. So that's what it was meant to do. Oh, and by the way, these are now 20% off. If you're interested in a cell phone booster, I'll put this one down, the product link down in the video description. There's a discount code, Dave20, to get 20% off on these right now. So if you're interested, check it out. And it works with all US carriers. So there, no matter who's your service provider, it works with all of them. All right, well, this is stop 1 of this trip. In the morning, we're going to get started up to camp, and that's probably where that's going to show its biggest improvement there. It's the internet's really, it'll cut out for hours, or any cell signal, and then it'll come back. E or 1 bar, it's very sketchy up there. So if this works up there our next stop, that'll be pretty huge for me, because that's our family property. So that's going to be going there regularly. It was never a problem in the past because I had a different service. I had AT&T, worked really good. Even up there, it still worked pretty steady, but it was definitely done. It's way out away from anything. So, but the signal was slower, the internet was slower. But we got it, and it was steady. The T-Mobile is not quite as, it served me pretty well, a lot of parts of the country, but I found a few weak spots with it. So this will come in handy. And the T-Mobile's like half the price per month. So I'll have to put up with a couple of weak spots here and there, and hopefully that'll get us through, and that should make the difference. Let's hope, huh? So that's it. I'll wrap this video up. Starting to hear the fire crackle. Now, if we just had some marshmallows or something, can't think of anything. Put on the fire. We got full bellies anyway. We ate. We don't need to eat anymore. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out and checking this thing out. And y'all go out there camping out in the boondocks or whatever. You've run into no cell signal. This could make the difference. Some of them spots, beautiful spots out there, but they're a lot of them are like way out. So that could make the difference of whether you have some connectivity or not. I think that's it for this evening. That's all. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.